On a somber note, speaking
Yeah,
of meetup,
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know if we wanted to talk about it or not,
I
but
think we should. I think we should.
yeah, one of our regulars,
Yeah.
probably also one of just the God honest most kind human beings,
Yes.
passed away suddenly.
So crazy.
Um, and I think you told me,
Yeah.
was it like Wednesday or Thursday last week?
Something like that. Yeah.
Just completely shocking. But,
Yeah.
you know, Cam and I sit here and we talk about meetup softball. And, if you go out to meet up on just a regular Saturday, you'll see, 20 to 24 people out there. Some of them are drinking and having a good time, varying levels of skill. But at the end of the day, when something like this happens, it
Yeah.
was just absolutely jaw dropping to see how quickly everyone rallied around this
Yes.
man's family.
Yeah.
The one of the leaders of Meetup immediately organized
Yep.
a fundraiser. At which point in time, we've already raised almost $3,000
Yep.
for the wife and child of this guy who
Not that
was a
old.
little bit more than a casual acquaintance. Like I don't know how many
Yeah.
people ever really spent time with him outside of Meetup softball, but you just got a sense for who he was as a
Yeah.
man out there. And it was really humbling to see how quickly everyone was just like, we're gonna do whatever it takes for this
Yeah.
guy's family because he was one of us, and
Absolutely.
when one of us hurts, we all hurt.
Yep. It's very much family community. You don't think about it as much just day to day, but when something like this happens, you really realize that, oh, yeah, we literally play with the same people every week all the
Hmm.
time. And it is a family, it's a community, even if that's the only time we hang out. And yeah, I mean, it's tragic. He was only a few years older than me. Like, he's not that old, and it was just sudden and out of nowhere. And, you know, newborn baby. I think the baby's 5 months old. So yeah, I mean, I'm part of the meetup um, organizers, but I haven't really had a hand in any of the things that they're putting together. That's more to shout out Steven. He's the commissioner of the group, and Dale, who's kind of he's the colonel. He's kind of the second in command there. Those guys really stepped up, and they're collecting the money and they're going to put it towards I don't know exactly how we're going to do it yet, but it's definitely going to be donated to them in whatever way it can be. They're putting together this really nice, it's basically like a photo book that we're all able to write a little something about how this guy kind of affected us, and how what we felt about him, and with pictures and all kinds of things. So I think it'll be good thinking of, down the line. I mean, this little girl's unfortunately never going to know her dad. And I think seeing a book full of a whole bunch of people that really liked him, saying nice things about him, it's got to be somewhat helpful on some level, even though it's small. It's what we
Yeah.
can do. And again, just shout out to Steven and Dale for really stepping up on that. So it was awesome. It's awesome. And thanks to everybody that's given. If anybody listens to this, if you gave anything, it's fantastic. Actually, I'll shout him out here too. A guy named Wes that's part of it too. Now, Wes and I don't see eye to eye a lot on the softball field.
Understatement of the year.
Understatement, which is fine. I don't think either one of us dislikes each other as a person. We just don't see eye to eye on the field very often. But really stepped up, and he's doing a big sponsorship of this Saturday, and I think this Monday. So that'll be basically, to be the Monday, it'd be Labor Day. He's doing a big sponsor of the game, where he's going to be paying an amount of money for every like single, double, triple home run that's hit. I think he's doing like steals, and if there's any like highlight plays, he's going to donate, basically like pledging a certain amount of money for all those. So shout out to Wes. Awesome thing he's doing. So
That's awesome, Wes.
yeah,
Great job, buddy.
yeah, everybody's kind of trying to step up in what ways they can, and it's really cool to see. So it's really cool to see.
Anybody that's listening to this podcast too that's interested in knowing more or donating, we're happy to share that
Yeah,
information.
yeah. Let us know. Again, he's a great guy. Literally one of the nicest guys I've ever known. You not just saying that because something tragic happened. Like, he's genuinely one of the nicest humans on the planet. And again, you know, has kind of a fairly young wife and very young daughter, and you know, things like that happen, unfortunately, but we try to rally and help out any way we can. So if anybody else wants to do anything, let us know. We'll be happy to pass along information or whatever we need to do. So
it put what we have as Meetup Softball in such a high regard in my life.
Yeah.
You mentioned it's just a group of people that we play softball with on Saturdays.
Yeah.
But to just watch that community come together as a
Immediately,
group
too.
and really just rally behind
Yeah.
that family of people and do whatever we could, just took it from being a casual Saturday group of pickup softball players
Yeah.
to a family that really supports each other on and off the softball field. And I think the leaders of that group, you mentioned Steven and Dale and
Yep.
Wes, like they've really helped lead the charge. And I think that we're very lucky to have the group
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And I hope that, people listening to this that may never have, kind of put it out there to try a meetup group or another group like that,
Do it.
we highly encourage you to do it.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit nerve-wracking or scary to put yourself out there with a group of 20 or more people that you've never met before in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you'll come to find, if you just take that chance, give that leap of faith, you may very well be opened into a community, a family with open arms, and you may find that these are some of the people that are, some of the best friends you have
Yep.
for the rest of your life. Not to mention just people that you're able to play softball with on a Saturday or a weeknight.
100%.
Softball brings people together.
It does. It's something to do, and then once you're there, you get to know each other. It's an excuse to get together, and then once you do get together, you all become friends and close, and even if you don't realize it, you all become kind of close, and it's it's kind of that everybody's going to war type of thing. It's that camaraderie that comes that comes along with that a little bit, obviously on a lower level, but it's kind of that sort of thing. Is you go out there and you play hard together, and you celebrate each other's successes, and you help each other through your failures, and you really do. And again, I'm honestly amazed by the response so far. And it was, like I said, it was immediate. It was, nobody had to go track people down and say, hey, would you be willing to give? It was, hey, we're going to do this benefit if anybody wants to. And then before the message was even finished, basically everybody was just, throwing money and donating time and whatever they needed to do. So it was an awesome response. So good job, SF Meetup. Good work. Even if this is in the future and you find us 6 months after, I kind of have a feeling every year we're gonna do the Labor Day tournament is going to be memorialized to our friend Win, and so I have a feeling there's going to be more fundraisers probably every year in the future, some sort of donation. So if you find this 2 years after we post it, let us know. I'm sure there'll still be donations going on, so we would appreciate anything you guys want to offer. So
I'm sure his family appreciates.
I'm sure.
And they're at this moment obviously heartbroken.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine how either have they're handling it, but I think that having something like this, the Win Padula or Labor Day tournament, something that we will be doing for the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
It gives them something to have pride in who he was.
Yeah.
And, the man that he was, to have garnered the respect from so many to honor, to do something in his honor every single year.
Absolutely.
Really just shows what kind of a person he was and what he meant to people.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better than that. We'll miss you. We'll miss you, Win. We really will. So